All right, lesson 10.1, Foundations of Circles. We have a lot of vocabulary words in this lesson, so make sure that you get all of these written down and kind of start to learn them. So, a circle is a set of all points in the plane that are the same distance away from a specific point called the center. Center of the circle below is point A. Circles are named using their center, so we'll call this circle A, and it's labeled circle A. Different parts of the circle. So your radius is the distance from the center of the circle to its outer rim. It's half that diameter. A chord is a line segment whose endpoints are on the edges of the circle. Diameter is a chord that passes through the center of the circle. So the length of the diameter is twice the radius. A secant is a line that intersects a circle at 2 points. And then tangent is a line that intersects a circle at exactly 1 point. And where that intersects is called its point of tangency. All right, so we're going to get to naming a couple of pieces of this circle. So KG is your diameter. FH goes through the circle twice. That is a secant. KH stops at the edges of the circle, so that is a chord. E is a point on the edge of the circle where this line comes in contact. That is your point of tangency. J is at the center of the circle, so that's the center. JG, half the diameter, is the radius. And HG, again, endpoints are on the edges of the circle. That is a chord. All right, so diameter, you can measure the distance across the center of the circle. That's called your diameter. Half of that distance is called the radius. All right, so if a circle has a radius of 11, what's its diameter? Twice the radius is the diameter, so 2 times 11 is 22. If a circle has a diameter of 18, what is its radius? Remember that radius is half of the diameter, so half of 18 is 9. In this image down here, the diameter is 18, so the radius is half of that, which again is 9. Here we are given the radius, so diameter is twice that amount. 2 times 8 is 16. Then we have arcs within circles. So an arc is a section of the circle. A minor arc is an arc that is less than 180 degrees. That would be this little red one. And a major arc is an arc that is greater than 180. That's this blue one. Always use 3 letters to name or label a major arc. You label arcs with either 2 or 3 letters with the symbol over the letters. So BC would be a minor arc, and then BDC is a major. Semicircle is an arc that measures 180, so that's exactly half of the circle. And a central angle is the angle formed by 2 radii. So this is a radius, this is a radius, with its vertex at the center. So the central angle in this case is BAC. Arc measures, the measure of a minor arc is the same as the measure of the central angle that corresponds to it. The measure of the major arc is 360 minus the measure of that corresponding minor arc. So if I know this piece, I can find the rest of it by subtracting from 360. All right, so a couple of examples for you there. There's some more as well. All right, so the measure of arc BC corresponds to the measure of that central angle, so that is 100. The measure of arc BC here corresponds to that central angle, which is 38. For this one, AC would be 90. AB, because this is half the circle, these two would have to add up to 180. So 180 minus 90 is 90. and then CAB, add it together, and you get 180. All right, and then the last one, we know these two pieces. So remember that a full circle is 360. So I can take 360 and subtract the two that I know. So minus 95 minus 145. And then the remainder is the measure of arc AC. All right, and that's it for kind of an introductory to circles.